Hey, how's it going? I'm Charlie.
Hi, I'm Jean.
Thanks for tuning in to Multicasking. We're going to do a top 5 for you today. Jean, we have some whiskey.
Sorry, I took a sip.
Okay. We have some whiskey.
It's one of the whiskeys that's on today's
top 5. So we thought what would be a cool thing to let you guys know about us. We're 5 whiskeys that we find ourselves going back to all the time. And we're going to have actually 6. We're going to talk about one. We're like, where's this bottle at? We can't find it. Well, it needs to be in the top 5. We don't have it. We ran out. So we'll talk about that at the end.
We drank it.
Drink. But Jean, you can't.
That's because we kept going back to it.
Kept going back. We'll
Too many times, apparently.
Well, we need to get a handle on it.
Need to get a handle on that.
Get a handle on it. So number 1, and in no particular series, the Elijah Craig Single Barrel Proof. They come out 3 different ones every single year. If you're curious, this is B522 at 63.6 ABV. 12 years old, single barrel. Now, Jean, this is going to give us our caramels. This is going to give us our cinnamons. This is going to give us our oak. This is going to give us deliciousness. Am I right?
Yeah, it's going to have that brown sugar, the vanilla, that yumminess.
That yumminess.
That yumminess and my tumminess.
All in the bottle.
Yes.
That needs to be a whiskey shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can get this. MSRP is at $60. You can get this online. You can get it at the distillery. You can get it in Kentucky. You can get it at your local liquor store.
Yeah.
Get it wherever you want. But yeah, this is we want a Friday night dram. If we want a caramel bomb, if we want something we know is going to taste like bourbon and wow us, this is the bottle.
Yep. Don't mix it.
Oh. Yeah.
Mama get mad.
No mixing. Next, and a very close addition is the Blue Note. Now, Blue Note, if you've not had it, is really close to as awesome as the Elijah Craig Single Barrel Proofs are. Am I wrong, Jean?
Is this cast strength? This isn't, is it?
This is cast strength.
Oh.
This is 59.2. This is the Blue Note Juke Joint Whiskey.
Okay, that's Riverset, Big River something.
Riverset, yeah, Riverset Rye. Well, Riverset does rye. I'm thinking about Riverset.
River Distillery, I think.
Ah, you got me forgetting who the dang distiller is.
I think they just...
B&R Distilling, it says here on the back, but it seems like it might be distilled in Kentucky and bottled by B&R Distiller in Memphis, Tennessee. And I forget who actually distills this.
Because it's a different bottle. It used to be a different looking bottle, and they just switched bottles, which could be, I don't know, a number of different reasons. Different reasons, man.
Well, bottle availability was big in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
it's like
for whatever reason, COVID changed the bottling ways. I don't get it, but
Iron Root had to change their bottling. A bunch of people had to change their bottling. Mythology had to change their bottling. But we have a lot of different Blue Notes that we love. But we find ourselves going back to this one a lot because again, it's gonna give us our wowing bourbon notes
and
at
it's
cast
delicious,
strength.
and it's not that expensive, is what I recall.
No, I believe
$40 or something.
Yeah, I believe we paid $40 for this bottle. We have
$40,
and I don't remember. We'll leave
for
it.
a cast strength.
I think everything here, almost everything here, we've reviewed before. We'll leave links if I remember to those reviews. I want to say we each gave this a 90 or a 91, and it's a $40 cast strength bourbon. That's going to give you excellent notes of caramel, cinnamon, oak. It's going to give you the toffees. It's going to give you a twinge, if memory serves, of this, of some mulberry. It gives some great notes on this one.
Yeah, it's really delicious.
And we're going back to it a lot.
Yeah.
As you can tell.
We do it time to time.
Next is one of your favorites. This is Bardstown Fusion Series. This is the number 4. I want to say you like the 5 the better or the 3 better. If
I don't recall which one I like better. They all have different flavors. They're all different blends. But I really do like Bardstown. I like what they do. I like the juice that they come out with.
Yeah, this is mostly a 13-year bourbon. This Fusion Series number 4, but they do a bunch of different blends. They come out with this once a year. They have this series. They have the Discovery Series.
It seems like Bardstown, what they're doing these days is they grow all the grains. Everything is on their own campus, and they grow it, put it in the bottle, and give it to us.
Yeah, if you've not been,
we buy it.
They have a beautiful brand new distillery. They have their rick houses. They have a bar built inside of their main rick house. but their brand new state-of-the-art distillery is surrounded by their cornfields. That soon they will produce all of their own corn for all of their own whiskeys, which is pretty dang neat. But we go back to this a lot when we want. You know what? We're gonna get something that we know we're gonna love.
Right.
I want some caramel in my mouth. I want some bourbon in my mouth. What are we gonna get? Boom, right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Job.
Job.
Now, Gene, you cannot decide on this next bad boy, so we just did them both.
Yes.
So coming in fourth is the Rebel. We got Rebel's Distiller Collection, and we got Rebel's Cask Strength Bourbon Whiskey.
This one we found at the distillery. I don't know if you can find it at any liquor stores. This one I found at a liquor store in Indiana. Not seen it around here, but it was sitting on the shelf at almost every liquor store I went to. Yeah.
And when we want a cinnamon bomb, I'll go to this and also go to Old Forester Signature Series. But get a lot of cinnamons here. Cask strength on this one, if you're curious, is 60. Even this is 56.5. But this is a wheated bourbon, and this is going to give you a little bit more sweeter note. This is going to give you a little bit more caramely note. But both are ones we find ourselves going back to. Did you say price? You said you didn't say price. You remember what we paid on these? I want to say this was 70. I want to say this was 80.
I don't think it was that. I don't think this was that expensive. But
if I'm wrong, I'll put it down somewhere here.
Yeah, I'm sure. Sure you will.
Last up,
which is what I'm drinking right now.
Boom! Old Forester 1920.
Yummy.
Old Forester, it's a 57.5 ABV. They have several different editions of this. This is the 1920 Prohibition style. And this is our favorite of the line. I'm a huge favorite of the Signature series as well.
Signature comes in at a close second.
Yes.
They're not quite tied, but they have different flavors. Again, different profiles, but delicious nonetheless.
Yeah, so this is a one that we're going to go to when we want those brown sugar notes, when we want again, bourbon in your glass. This is something we're going to go to. It's 115 proof, readily available all over the nation.
I got nothing but freaking caramel that I just unwrapped when it's baked, and then you put it in a pan, and you put some butter and some brown sugar, you melted it all down, and then you made it a liquid out of it, and then you put it in my glass, and I said, thank you.
Tip your server. So those are our top 5 or 6, but wait, there's more. I forgot. Gene, what is our go-to bourbon? If we want a bourbon, what's one we always go back to when we travel?
The one that we don't have currently because we just gulped it down not too long ago. That is the Knob Creek 9.
But there's 2 Knob Creek 9s. We prefer the Knob Creek Black Label, the 120 proof, not the 100 proof. And yes, there is a huge difference in those two bottles.
There is a difference. I don't know if you can find the Black Label everywhere because when we went to Indiana a lot over the summer. When we were in Indiana, I don't think we could find the Black Label on the shelf. We could only find the White Label, which was the 100 proof. Yeah,
we don't screw with the 100 proof. We're 120. The Black Label is awesome. It's a Jim Beam product. So you're gonna get your nuttiness. You're gonna get your caramels. You still have your oak tannins in there, but it is just dynamite. You can get a 750 bottle of it for $40, $45, and it's cask strength.
I don't recall the price.
Yeah, that's what I recall. And I'm almost always right, 20% of the time.
Yeah, he'll put a little comment down.
But yeah, that is when we travel, you never know what the liquor stores and where we travel is going to have. We always carry a bottle of Knob Creek 9 with us.
We got a carry case for the Glencairns, and we pack a Knob Creek 9 whenever we leave town.
Yeah, so yeah, if you're just starting a bar, get a bottle of Knob Creek 9 Black Label. You'll love it.
Yes.
You think that, Gene?
You'll love it.
Love it. Hey, the bar is coming along. Subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up if you like this. Thumbs down if you did not. But we got a lot more whiskey reviews to do this year, Gene.
We do. We found a lot of whiskey that we've not opened or reviewed yet. So
when we redid the bar, we found a lot of bourbon that we bought years ago. Like we were supposed to review that when it first came out.
We had a bunch stockpiled. We just didn't realize how much. So.
Yeah. You know what? Problems, man. Everybody's got their problems. You got your problems. That's our problem.
We'll be coming out with a lot of old whiskey.
Yeah, but you know what?
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned to that. Yeah, bar's almost done, 90% done. I'm Charlie.
I'm Jean, and I hope you are just as thirsty as we are.